game day. It's Sunday, September 28th. And this demo is about showing y'all this NFL 2025.31events.com site. You can go to that URL. It's live. It has all the NFL data for 25-26 season, as you see up here. There's a nice explainer on how it was built over here. My teammate Arnie's done a great job kind of going through architecture and then data collection and then how the automation works with regards to these calendar invites. Essentially, what the demo is all about is someone like Zach, who is our demo dude. Over here to the right is his email box for Google. He's sitting over here to the right. This persona now over here is a game calendar owned by Mandy at TechVader. She shared this with Zach. Zach goes in and says, hey, I want to go to a few games potentially. Let me get them on my calendar. Puts in his email address up here. He scrolls down. And I'm just going to work backwards to the latest game today, Sunday, 28th, 25, 6:20, Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys. If I wanted to get into details, Zach could go here, taking on his persona. I could go back to the calendar. I could drill back down. I could just stay at the surface level here and just click one button. And what's going to happen is this calendar invite is going to be sent to Zach over here. So again, this is Mandy's calendar for the NFL season. She built this using a number of technologies to include our calendar invite server for AWS. It's a stack that sits on AWS. And the stack is talking to a Vue.js front-end stack, talking to our APIs to be able to send these calendar invites on the fly. Now, you can see over here, Zach in this persona window, this is his real email address. He's going to say yes. So back to the left-hand side here. The left-hand side includes the Calendar Snack console, and this Calendar Snack console is for viewing event data. So all this event data is in the calendar invite server. I can drill into the 28th and then drill down to the, let's say, Green Bay. We'll just go Bay. We got a couple bays here. That's a Green Bay game here. And you'll see that this data here that's staged in the calendar invite server is the same data that Zach received over here from the custom Minisite that was built using Vue.js. So as I scroll down, this data here is the same as this data here. It's using the same APIs and serving up data for this particular game. And so what I'm going to do is take on the persona of Mandy over here again. And what I'm going to do is update this data here for the Cowboys game that's on Zach's calendar now. So Mandy can do that now talking to our APIs. And our APIs live on the net. And what I'm going to show you here is a simple concept. So Mandy, the organizer, is going to go into her original calendar. I'm going to show you here in a sec live. She used the create at calendarsnack.com. That's a drop-off box service. This data here is put into the calendar invite server. And what you saw before off an upcoming page was someone like Zach put his email address in, clicked a one-click button, got the calendar invitation in which it's being tracked. So that was the first video for today. Now, what I'm going to show you is how Mandy would go into her organizer calendar, use the same create at calendarsnack.com, which creates a sticky state, if you will, to the API gateway, using the AWS calendar invite server stack we built. And she's going to update this data here, and it's going to flow across in a linear fashion to her console and then on to anybody downstream that already has this calendar invite subscribed to, if you will. So we know that we're tracking any yes, no's, and maybe in this data set here in the middle. Mandy is as the organizer and Zach being the persona of a customer downstream. And what will happen is through auto magic, because when we push any data from this side of the original calendar invitation that has a sticky state, the data will be updated in here in the console and then flow automatically to anybody downstream like Zach. So let's go make that demo happen. The demo needs to be populated on both sides. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and go back here to Zach's home screen here in his email box. You see it there. And then this is Mandy's. How would you know it's Mandy's schedule? Well, it's right there. It's Amanda. And so here we go. We're looking for Dallas Cowboys versus Green Bay. That's a 6:20 game. It's down here. And you're going to see that when I go in here, this engine is a create, read, update, delete client. Obviously, the calendar client is. And when I push data back to the calendar invite server, I'm going to show you the update. Now I'm going to grab some data here that's right off my text card here on the Mac. I'm going to go ahead and insert it into Mandy, taking on the persona, running her calendar client, if you will, for demo purposes. I'm going to change that a little bit. You can see that I'm keeping this create at countersnack.com box. I'm not going to touch any of that. I'm going to hit save. That's going to push the data across the net to the API gateway. The API gateway here is talking to our service layer of the calendar invite server here in the middle, and it's going to go ahead and with an auto switch on says that anybody downstream that has this event on their calendar, like Zach, he's going to get an automated update of the calendar invite data itself. It's going to get pushed to Zach. So let's go take a peek. And there it is there. There's the new update for Zach downstream. And you can see that the update is, please stop by our surprise vendor booth, 983 NFL game, get a free valued $125 jersey. Of course, Zach's going to say yes to this. Now, when I go back to the organizer's view of the data, which is Mandy over here, I'm going to refresh this, and you'll see that this game data has been refreshed over here in her console. And that's the end of the demo. Thanks for stopping by here on a Sunday.